they come up or usually go away from the motor?
No, if like you need to. They need to hear the motor so they can identify in their way that we're a boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in their own way that we're harmless. So. And they will try to keep away from the boat.
There's certain places that change your idea of what adventure really means. Maybe you travel there because something inside calls you. For me, that place was Puerto Vallarta. I thought I was going for fun. And for most of my life, I had a quiet habit of arranging all my travels around other people. Puerto Vallarta was one of the first places where I had to sit with that silence. And it felt sudden, totally unexpected, and my safety net was gone. No one to plan with, no one to body double, no one else to consider. Just the ocean and the vast openness. And the uncomfortable, unfamiliar task of learning how to belong to my life again. There was something about Puerto Vallarta that always just felt electric to me. The nights were loud, the days were warm and fun, and sometimes slow, sometimes warm and fun, sometimes warm and slow. But always, no matter how many times I came back here, life moved quickly here. New friends, unexpected conversations, sudden turns in my story. And it took me years to understand why.
I'll tell you a story later.
On the map of my life, Puerto Vallarta sits at a strange intersection, a place where two powerful currents meet. Pluto, the planet of transformation, and Uranus, that spark of sudden change, that rebellion, that desire and restlessness. I was being called by an unseen force. And places like that do not let you stay the same for very long. They bring people into your orbit, they shake things loose that are stuck, and they rearrange the parts of you that you didn't even know that were quietly waiting to change. And somewhere in the middle of all of that movement, I started writing. Long mornings, cafes, the sound of the ocean in the distance. I wrote an entire memoir here, Page by page, I began telling the truth about my life. The messy parts, the beautiful parts, the parts I had spent years trying to understand. And somehow, right alongside all that upheaval, there's another line here for me, the sun. The part of the chart that asks you to show up as yourself fully. This explains why every time I've come here, life has been full. Friends, laughter, chaos, unexpected turns, and also clarity. Because sometimes the places that feel the most alive are the same places that quietly rearrange who you are. Puerto Vallarta wasn't just a beautiful place to visit. It was a place where the ground kept shifting beneath my feet, where friendships changed, and where old patterns cracked open. Slowly, through travel and writing and a little bit of courage, I started learning how to live inside my own story. And that's just what certain places do. They shake the ground beneath you until you remember exactly who you are.